Africa is the second largest continent in the world, which is rich in uncountable natural resources. 30% of the world's natural resources are found in Africa. Whether it is gold, diamond, uranium, platinum, hydro-solar energy, or gas and oil reserves. Apart from this, the land of Africa is also very fertile for agriculture. But despite all this, Africa is the world's largest. Oh, yeah. 40% of the population of Free is a victim of poverty, but why is this so? Despite all this, why is Africa today known only because of poverty, hunger, corruption, and political stability? Generally, people think that the reason for all this is the Western countries exploring Africa for their own benefit and then the mass-level corruption among the African people. But that's all. There is no one. The geography of Africa also has a big hand in Africa's poverty. Similarly, there are some other factors that have brought Ka to this situation. The truth is that in today's video we will discuss what is the reason that has made Ka so poor. First of all, there is no doubt that Western countries have a big hand in bringing Africa to these conditions. Said. For 100 years, Africa was part of Britain and the French Empire, who explored many of Africa's natural resources for their own benefit. In the 19th century, physically strong people from Africa were taken to European countries by making whole mangoes. Similarly, there has always been a crop to control Africa among the Western powers. Thousands of Africans were enslaved to gain Africa's diamond and gold resources. How many people were better killed? How does Western powers do this? There's a Hollywood movie on it. Blood Time. You guys must see that. Similarly, what Shell did in Nigeria, we have already told in a video. What the world's largest food supply company has done with children in Africa to make Cargill chocolates, we have discussed in this video, so Western powers have a big hand in bringing no doubt Africa to this situation. But this exploration was done by the British Empire in the subcontinent as well. Even in Singapore, but all these countries are in much better condition than Africa today, and this is where the geographic problem of Africa comes in. Coastline is very important for any country or continent. 80% of the world's Red Sea is through the sea. A coastline is actually a part of the land that is along the sea. Now on the map, the coastline of Africa seems very large because it looks like a sea from almost every side. But unfortunately, Africa's majority coastline is not capable of seaports here. Could come. And that is why very little area of this coastline is connected to trade. On the other hand, Africa is smaller than Africa, but its slogan line is more than Africa, and that is why 40% of the world's sea trade controls. Similarly, except River Nike, no other river in Africa is so open and navigational that large cargo ships can run in it. Due to this limitation, it has always been very difficult to trade in Africa. Another thing that this entire area of Africa is probably the most dangerous point in the world for cargo and commercial ships, because there are Somali pirates who keep attacking oil tankers and other commercial ships passing through here, and that is why many countries have built their military bases here. So that all this route can protect. But in the rest of Eastern Africa, there is no debate about any powerful country, due to which pirates have a lot of control here. Similarly, it also remains a danger point for ships passing through it due to pirates. In October 2013, pirates attacked an oil tanker near the Naz area and kidnapped all its American staff. They looted all the oil barrels and then fulfilled their demands. The ship's staff left. Many more such incidents happen in this entire region, due to which most countries award this route of Africa, and as a result, Africa has to lose a lot of tremendous trade opportunities. Similarly, the northern side of Africa is warm and happy, and there is a desert lying here. On this side is the Sahara Desert, which is the hottest desert in the world, and most of these areas are Muslim. Population remains. On the other hand, if we come to the south, there is lush green forest, there is rain, there are natural resources. But the majority population here is Christian, so there is a balance between the northern and south side of Africa, and the main reason for this is these borders, which were decided by the British Empire and the French Empire in the 19th century. British empires made similar borders in the Middle East, due to which peace could not be done there till date. We have discussed all these issues in great detail in this video how Western powers has done Auto 1 for its benefit. Love was divided and the Middle East continues to suffer to this day. The same thing happened with Africa. While deciding these borders, language, religion and culture were not taken into consideration. Africa has been a victim of some civil war for the last 60 years. But there is a country in this Africa that is changing its 9 values, and that is today. It is also the richest country in Africa. Like the rest of the African countries, it was liberated in the 1900s. But today, while the rest of Africa is a victim of married poverty, the per capita income is equal to Mexico and Costa Rica. How Boss Vanna achieved all this, we will discuss in another video very soon. For now, the people of Africa should make an exam. They should understand that no one will come from outside and fix their condition. And they have to take the rest of the one in their own hands. Recently, with the arrival of China and Russia in Africa, there have been some tremendous developments and a very important continent of geopolitics is going to be formed.